Hello viewers, thanks for your support. In our channel, we are continuously discussing about fire production engineering. Today also we are going to see one interesting topic. Let's see, let's move. Actually, this is a topic today. Concept behind high zone and low zone of standpipe system. The person who are aware about fire production engineering, that person definitely knows about the standpipe system arrangements. So this is a very important system, particularly in high-rise buildings. So in this video, we are going to find the answer for these questions. So so what is a low zone and high zone arrangement of standpipe system? So why we have to provide this low zone and high zone? So how we have to calculate this one? So we are going to find the answer for these questions. So so the person who are aware about the standpipe system, that person also knows about the low zone and high zone arrangement of standpipe system. So this is a typical schematic diagram of standpipe system with low zone and high zone arrangement. So this is also the typical schematic diagram of without any zones. This is a single zone. So so what is available here? The pressure reducing station is there. So it contains the fire pumps. So from here the discharge header is there. From the discharge header the tapping is made. The pipe came coming here. So here the pressure reducing station is available here. So after the pressure reducing station, one number of sprinkler system riser and three number of standpipe system riser tapping from this line. So this rises ended at the particular level. So after that remaining floors, so this is actually the schematic diagram, you cannot see the floors. So uh, think about the scenario, remaining floors are there here after this zone low zone arrangement. So remaining floors, standpipe system and sprinkler system, so the tapping is made from prior to the before the pressure reducing station here. So the line is coming, so the tapping is made from this connection, this line. So for sprinkler and standpipe system also, so this zone is called as a high zone. So this zone is called as a low zone area. So this is a typical arrangement of high zone and low zone of standpipe system. So after that, why we have to made this question arises. So determine the prior to determine the answer for this question, we need to know about some related things. That is actually the pressure rating. So whatever the equipment data sheets you refer, they have mentioned the pressure rating of the equipments. So let's take example for pipes. So in pipe itself, we can see the pressure rating of the pipes, how much pressure it cater, what is the test pressure, everything they have made. And also they have mentioned in the schedule of the pipe. So schedule 40, schedule 80, whatever the schedule they have mentioned. So what is schedule actually? Schedule is nothing. So schedule is the actually the wall thickness. If it is schedule 40 pipe means that wall thickness will be 40 mm. If it is schedule 80 pipe means the wall thickness will be 80 mm. Okay, so this is a difference. So if schedule 40 pipes will cater the particular number of pressure, if schedule 80 pipes cater the particular number of pressure, if you see that in our firefighting discipline, so high pressure emergent gas system, high pressure carbon dioxide systems, they are used for schedule 80 base because it is high pressure systems. So the pressure and the wall thickness, so having the relation together. So if it is schedule increase, wall thickness increase, so the pressure catering capacity also will increase. So this is a relation of pressure and the material thickness. Okay, so this concept will apply for all kind of equipments like walls, fittings, everything. If you increase the wall thickness material, so in thickness, so it cater the high pressure. So so this is the relation between that pressure and material thickness. So 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 this will we will use at the in our main topic. So next one, we can move with the simple calculation step. So this is a building, so it contains 90 meter of height. So it contains a 90 meter of height. Hydraulically, most remotest standing landing wall located at 88 meter. So if the building typically equipped with standpipe systems. So at the most hydraulically remote land, if it the fire pump located here means what is the hydraulically remote portion? This will be the hydraulically remote portion. So here the landing wall will be located. So the remotest landing wall is located at 88 meter. So the minimum pressure requirement at the remotest landing wall is as per NFA 14 6.9 bar. So the vertical pressure of for the pressure loss for the remotest landing wall is 8.8 bar. So 10 meter is equal to 1 bar acceleration due to gravity. So based on that concept, so 88 meter of vertical, so a vertical will we'll lose the 88.8 bar the pressure loss. Okay, we'll make the 8.8 bar pressure loss. So and also the horizontal pressure loss roughly we can take as 1 bar. So total pressure requirement 6.9 bar at the remotest landing wall pressure requirement and 8.8 bar vertical pressure loss, 1 bar horizontal pressure loss. So totally it is 16.7 bar. So we have proposed fire pump capacity at 17 bar. So here we made the minimum pressure requirement at the fire pump. So let's back to the question. So here the fire pump capacity is 17 bar actually. So if you run, if you provide a standpipe system design without a high zone and low zone arrangement, so what will happen actually? Like this, if you are going to provide like this kind of arrangement means, so what will happen? So here your firearm capacity is 17 bar. So here how much pressure rating equipment you have to provide? So whatever your pump pressure is available, so firefighting wet systems are all the pressurized systems. So here the firearm capacity is 17 bar. So here your walls, pipes and fittings, all the equipment should be cater minimum pressure of 17 bar. So you have to go with better 20 bar pressure rated equipments. So I forgot one thing actually here. If your pressure rating, if your wall thickness increase, if your pressure rating capacity increase, that is consequently increase the cost also, because here it is more materials are no. So the same concept apply here also. So if you are using high pressure rated equipments, your the cost will increase. So it will not be a cost effective design. So in order to avoid this problem, we have to make here as a here one pressure distinction. So in this pressure station we can fix the pressure as a 12 bar. So after the pressure station the 12 bar will not 12 bar will not allow this pressure station. So from here to here, so from here it is 17 bar. So after the pressure station the 12 bar only will come. So if it is 12 bar means, so you can equipment all the equipments will be you can go with 12 bar rated. So you can save a cost. So because it is 20 bar rated equipments are more costlier than 12 bar rated equipments. So here the question arises, why it is 12 bar actually? uh, so this is a sprinkler system data sheet you can see. So the maximum working pressure of sprinkler will be 12 bar, 12.1 bar here as is made. This is a FM approval. So whatever the familiar makes available in the market, you can see sprinkler working pressure as 12 bar. So if you are increasing here, so all the buildings will contain with the sprinkler systems. So you have to make a tapping from the for the sprinkler system from this line only. So if your pressure increases more than 12 bar, maybe your sprinklers are not cater. So we have to stick with 12 bar. So this is a conditions. So from after this pressurization session, if it is allow only 12 bar, so we can use all the equipments as a 12 bar rating. So low zone are over. So let's continue with the extent of calculation. So as I said earlier, so we have stick with the 12 bar rating. So for the high zone limitations, so what we have to make. So we are stick with 12 bar. So in high zone also landing or minimum pressure requirement for 6.9 bar. So 12 minus 6.9 remaining 5.1 bar pressure. So 5.1 bar we are converted to meter, it is 51 meter. So here what we determined, actually we determined up to maximum of level the low zone will be extended. So up to which level it should be ended, which level high zone should be started, that is the value we have made here. So I repeat again. So we have, as I told earlier, we have stick with 12 bar. Our recommended we cannot go more than 12 bar because it is a cost effective design. So limitation of, so here we have to use for landing walls. So landing wall pressure it is 6.9 bar. So 12 minus 6.9 remaining is 5.1 bar. So 5.1 bar we are converted to meter, bar to meter. So it is 51 meter. So low zone should be entered maximum of 51 meter. High zone should be started after the 51 meter. So this is a scenario. So if it is after 51 meter high zone started means what is the use of this? So from here your pump pressure is 17 bar. Excuse me. Excuse me, sorry. So your pump pressure is 17 bar. So from here to here, so 51 meter is made. So for vertical pressure loss will be 5.1 bar. So 5.1 bar loss. So 17 minus 5.1 bar, what is remaining? It is 11.9 bar. So here also the equipments will face so 12 bar only because this due to this vertical pressure loss, the 17 bar will loss, and here it will be a 12 bar only. So you in this high zone area also you can use only 12 bar again because the pressure will be only 12 bar. So low zone are over, high zone all over. So we almost complete this topic. So why we have to make the low zone and high zone of standpipe system is because of pressure ratings. So if you are using like this means we can save a pressure. We can say we can use the low pressure rated equipments or limited pressure rated equipments. So if you are using, if you are avoiding high pressure rated equipment means we can save the cost. So so what I said from this, it is actually NFA 14 perspective. So if you are referring this UAE code, whatever we made the value actually in 15 meter for low zone. So it is made actually based on NFA 14. If you are referring this UAE code, it is mentioned direct values. So your low zone should not exceed 45 meter like this they have mentioned. So based on the country code, you can little bit changes will happen. So I hope everyone understand this video. So thank you very much. If you have any clarifications, please put on comment section. Definitely I will reply you. Thank you very much.